we going, Supercar fans? Back again, doing another episode for you guys, and you're probably wondering why I haven't got the camera facing the TV this morning. It's more of a personal thing that's going on. Not for me actually, but for one of our competitors in the sport. I just want to touch bases on why I won't be doing the career mode, and it's because of this reason. Yesterday when I did the recap, I was completely unaware of all the stuff that was going on until after I had finished uploading the recap. I went on Twitter and had a look at a few things about the incident in pit lane between Rick and Chaz, and it has just escalated into this massive drama that doesn't really need to be, like, it's not necessary at all. And this verbal attack on Rick Kelly is completely uncalled for. Considering Rick, he's one of the most respected drivers in pit lane. He's done 523 races. He's won 13 of them. He's been on the podium 59 times. He's had 12 pole positions and also won a championship in 2006. He's been there. He's done it all, basically. Won multiple races, heaps of them. And this verbal attack that he's had against this little incident that happened at the Superloop Adelaide 500. Accidents in pit lane happen all the time. And I will admit none more unique than this one. But, if it was... It's so unfair that Rick has, got to deal with all this. I went onto his Twitter page last night and had a look at some of the stuff that was happening, and as well on Facebook, all the messages and hate that he's been getting. And it's just really, really uncalled for. There's a duty of care that the supercars have got to take for bullying, as well as, driving without a cool suit, basically. It's kind of the same thing as the welfare of the drivers, and for people like what Rick has had to deal with in the last 48 hours is an absolute joke, and they're really not supporters of supercars at all. They're just keyboard warriors, is what people say nowadays. So it's just really, really unfair and unfortunate that Rick has got to deal with all this shit. And considering, like I just said, he's been in 523 races. He's won 13 of them. He's been on pole 12 times. He's had 59 podium positions and multiple years in it and whatever else. And it's just stupid how people think that, that because of a stupid little accident like that people have got to point blame and whatever else. And the only one that really has been calm about it was Chaz, after what happened and whatever else. Went up to Rick and shook his hand and whatever else, and it's a good sign from him. And bless him for doing that too, because, you know, it could have been a hell of a lot worse than what it was. But, you know, people saying that Rick didn't put his brakes on and whatever else. Well, I actually got some footage, got some photos here of him actually using his brakes. Data shows that, so does multiple cameras. And yeah, it's just not right for Rick to do this. So today I'm sort of going on strike from the career mode. I'll do it tomorrow now. But today I'm starting like a movement kind of thing, and that is Stand By Rick for 2019. And better yet, Stand By Supercars as well, because this stuff is completely unnecessary and it should never happen in our sport. We've never had anything kind of this bad. I remember the last year that Renee Gracie was doing the Super 2s, she got some abuse for not racing good and whatever else, and being a female as well. And it was, you know, people saying that, you know, females don't belong in the sport and whatever, and then getting bullied about how bad she drives and how slow she is and whatever else. And those people aren't fans of the sport. They're really not. And that kind of thing has to stop. It really does. And it's not just for supercars, it's just everything in general. You know, like, online bullying these days is absolutely huge. And it's sad to see, you know, young kids take their lives for it, and the person that bullies them has got to deal with that for the rest of their lives, obviously. But no, Rick's not going to do that. But, you know, there's a welfare that that's got to happen, and you know, it's something that Rick doesn't really need to live with for the rest of his life. But you know, heading into the Australian Grand Prix next weekend, there's going to be some fans that, you know, are going to disagree with him being on the grid and whatever else, and he's going to get some backlash. But for those true fans, we really need to stick by Rick through this tough time, make him kind of forget about it. I know that's going to be hard on him, but you know, it'd be a good thing for him if we kind of rally together and be by his side until all this is over. But for the meantime, yeah, we gotta work together to make sure this sort of stuff doesn't happen, and we gotta make supercars good again, fun again, without all the negativity and whatever else. So, Stand By Rick will be the hashtag for until all this shit's over, and that will be the title for this as well. I'm going to post this on my Instagram and Twitter as well, and leave the link in the posts so you guys can watch this and spread the word as well. If you guys can, that would be great. And yeah, hopefully Rick will eventually get to see this and know that he has support of people that that know that, you know, it was just an accident and life goes on. You know, like I said, there's been multiple times where drivers have come out into the fast lane and you know, been hit or whatever, and no abuse has been thrown at them and whatever else. So why should now be any different? You know, like it's just not right. So hashtag stand by Rick, guys. Leave a comment down with that, and if you guys can share it around as well, so people can see it, that'd be really, really good. And the start of the movement would be great. So guys, that's pretty much it. Like I said, there's no career mode today. It'll be tomorrow. So leave a like down. I'd like to get a few likes on this and share it around as much as you possibly can. And comment down hashtag standbyrick. That would be really, really good. And hopefully, eventually, he can Rick can see this and put a smile on his face and know that the fans of the sport are with him. They're behind him 100%. And this bullying needs to stop. So guys, do all those good things. Leave a like, comment down, subscribe if you're new. I shall see you tomorrow for the career mode.